All the lake levels are obviously high because of all the rain we've had, and there are positives and negatives as a result. Lake Ray Hubbard, as you're seeing now, is dealing with trash and debris piling up all along the shore. Fox 4's Brandon Todd is at Grapevine Lake with a look at some more of the pros and cons of all of our added water. Brandon.
Yeah, and Steve, we're at the Vineyards campground here on Grapevine Lake. Right behind me, the span of 3 campgrounds. Now, camp spaces here. You can see that picnic table under that pavilion over there, but when you look back on this other side, you see a similar pavilion, and you cannot see the picnic table. It is submerged with the rest of that campsite. I was told a family was camping here just a week ago, and this is all starting to look like most other lakes in North Texas. So what do you do when there's water where there used to be land?
So we're using the Jeep here to pull my friend Jason so he can wakeboard. As you can see here, this is all land. I mean, it would be out to where the trees are right now. Yeah, this wouldn't be possible without the flooding.
Water levels are up at all North Texas lakes, some higher than others. At Lake Ray Roberts, the Army Corps of Engineers is releasing water from the rain-swollen lake on a modified basis. Residents are being warned about possible flooding on roads around the lake, but the Corps says homeowners shouldn't have to worry about houses being washed out. Evacuation warnings have been issued to roughly 200 cattle ranchers in the affected areas. Some have been moving livestock to higher ground. Others are taking a wait-and-see approach.
We had to move the cows out of the pasture, concerned of the flash floods that's coming in. The water's in there pretty high in there now, and you just don't have enough. You can't take a risk of losing cattle too.
The water'd have to get over about 3 or 4 foot deep to get into the engines of the tractors and stuff like that, so I'm not worried about that.
At the Grapevine Lake Spillway, fishing from the banks is usually easier than it is now. Longtime residents here say they've never seen it this high.
So we used to throw our poles in right there, and everything's pushed back, I say about a good 20 yards back.
Lake Ray Hubbard is full, up 10 feet from 6 months ago. Some of the most noticeable side effects from the heavy rain and flooding are piles of trash and debris collecting along some of the shorelines. Several cities, including Dallas, Garland, Rockwall, and Rowlett, sit on the lake. Many residents are getting the word out to others to call their city leaders to lobby for cleanup and trash prevention plans. Now back out live here, more than 40 campsites here at the Vineyards Campground and Cabins are underwater. The cabins, a couple of them actually on the other side of the lake here, have been moved off property just because the water was getting up to them. And of course the management here says that with the rain in the forecast, Steve and Heather, they're hoping that the other cabins here won't have to be moved as well.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Nice job.